All right, so last time we spoke on this, we specified that we would not bring it back up unless there
Yeah, we
was
did.
a development in a
Yeah.
story or if there was something that was pertinent about it. And that is the case right now. So,
It's not about the music anymore.
facts. So, Drake's team, legal team, was requesting access to certain documents and things as far as Kendrick Lamar goes for the ongoing pending possible lawsuit. More so, they're just in the evidence gathering process right now. So, what they're looking to see, well, let me just read it from here. According to a court filing, Drake's team is seeking documents including all contracts between UMG and Kendrick Lamar and the salaries and incentive plans for senior record label staff going back to
Yep.
2020. So basically, he wants to see the paperwork from the root of everything going on.
Yeah, he
Man,
wants the receipts.
so something that I keep thinking about with this situation is something that Charlemagne has been bringing up on the Breakfast Club, and because I've been thinking the same way. And keeps bringing it up too.
Yeah.
Is he wonders what's Drake's end game with this? Because Drake has used those same playlists and bots and paid for streams and all that stuff. Like this is something that goes on in the industry all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like when you're bringing this up and this is becoming a topic, what is your goal here? Because I mean, Discovery is gonna show, you know, everybody's doing it basically. Like, is this leading to some kind of like music industry reset type thing? Is he just looking to get paid? Because something you stumbled upon that you sent was
The settlement, yeah.
yeah, that thing that's going around, I think on Instagram, some guy saying that they're kind of in the works of trying to offer Drake a settlement in the range of like 250
Yeah.
mil, which is like, okay, that will make
And what
that will
are
make sense as an end game.
what are settlements known for though?
Yeah,
In any court case, especially at high level, at this kind of spotlight court cases, settlements are known for not exposing the real truth and not taking any more damage than you would have took if this thing goes to court. So if UMG is offering a settlement, that means there's some kind of guilty party or some kind of facts related to the whole subject that might be true. So regardless, I see what you say about Drake's endgame. It might be exposing, but it's exposing the same label that pays him, but exposing the fact that the music industry does things and promotes artists and puts them in the shine if they give them something back. So for him, like, and I said this a couple pods ago, he didn't want to succumb to all the things that they wanted him to do, and they got mad at that. They didn't like that. They want to control the artist, control the narrative, and make sure they follow their guidelines of everything they do. So UMG is going to be exposed about something, and that's why I feel they're offering that settlement.
yeah, it's definitely something where if there is a settlement that's coming and that ends up being the case, obviously anytime you think settlement, you think admission of guilt.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And bro, 250 million, if that's something that really happens, dog, I mean, that's a quarter of $1 billion. That's a nice way to settle something
Oh yeah,
that you feel like impacted your bottom line, bro.
I don't feel like he even needs that money.
I mean, but if he honestly feels like it impacted his bottom line and it ruined his brand to that degree,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's the route he went. You know what I mean?
yep.
I mean, it's definitely something to think about. Like, will we see a kind of adjustment with how stuff happens with music, which we've already been seeing, honestly, bro. Like, if you haven't noticed, like, numbers have been down a lot across music this year, trending from last year. And I don't think, honestly, that it's a decline in people listening to music or artists falling off or whatever. I just think it's less
control.
bots and less
The
things.
control, yeah.
Less of the top of the industry
Yep.
controlling everything and more of just letting the chips fall where they may.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, these new apps like Threads and TikTok and stuff like that, they've really shined a light on how formulated all this popularity is for
Easily,
these
yeah.
people because you can't do that on Threads.
No.
So, you see people that on other platforms, they got 5 million followers, X amount of views and likes on their stuff. They get on Threads and it's dead for them there.
Yep.
They getting 30 likes and stuff. And it's like, bruh, when you don't got people actively buying you likes and shares and stuff like that,
you're not going to get the same output.
It's way different, bro.
As you usually get. Yeah, no, I agree 100%. And that's why I like that Threads has come out, because it's not like Twitter. Twitter was the same way. And Threads is opposite of Twitter. And everybody came to Threads and like, why am I not getting followers like I used to? You know what I mean?
Yep, because it ain't about it.
It ain't. That's exactly what's happening now.
But, another thing that people have been talking about as far as this music goes, dog, that top 25 female rapper list of all time
they
from
mad
Billboard.
about that.
It was a staff list from Billboard, their picks.
They're mad about that.
They compiled a list, right? So I'm not going to go down the whole list. I'm just really going to, I'll probably put it in the video, but I'm really going to focus on the top 10, honestly.
Yeah.
And those ones that are kind of outside of the top 10.
Did they have a males rappers list or just a female?
No, they just dropped a random female rapper list.
Right.
So going from 10 to 1, top 10 female rappers of all time according to the Billboard staff. You got 10, Foxy Brown, 9, Eve, 8, Roxanne Shante, 7, Salt and Pepper, 6, MC Lyte, 5, Queen Latifah, 4, Lil Kim, 3, Lauryn Hill, 2, Missy Elliott, number 1, Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
So my first reaction to this list, bruh, is I'm surprised Lauryn Hill's not number 1 just off the fact that they're always glazing her on every list.
Yeah.
Like, it's just nonstop.
She's still doing festivals and shows and selling out. Even though with her punctuality, she's always late. It's well known that she's...
Who's gotten more out of one album than Lauryn Hill, bro?
Nobody, bro.
Like, honestly, like...
Nobody.
Who has gotten more out of one album
and is
than
still
Lauryn Hill?
relevant in today's music because she's selling out every show she's at. Still a feature. Everybody still wants Lauryn Hill there off the same miseducational Lauryn Hill album that she dropped over.
Honestly, bro, the only person I could
ago.
even think of that's not even close in popularity is D'Angelo, because he's mainly known for that one album.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Even though he dropped more music, but like,
he's not still doing tours and festivals
he's not Lauryn Hill, bro.
And you know, doing these performances where people are still
I cannot think
there.
of somebody that's well, numbers wise, maybe Cardi B.
Yeah,
She got that one album. She hasn't dropped another one yet.
Yeah, she said she's coming out with one.
Yeah, and supposedly she said that it's better than the first one. So we're gonna see.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think.
But look at that alone. We got the Apple Music Explore page on right now. 2002. Whose picture is that?
Missy Elliott, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you putting Nicki Minaj, Missy Elliott, 2002, over 20 years ago, and she's still one of them within the top 5 selections of these playlists here? That's crazy to me. Like, Missy Elliott, as far as production,
I think the thing with Nicki is kind of like the same thing that happens with Drake. Like, they got so many modern records, like actual records of like number ones and most streamed and most time on the top. This is like, they have so many accolades with this new era that it's like impossible not to put them on these lists and put them at the top of these lists. You know?
Not only think, what's the title of that list called?
Best female rapper of all time.
Okay. Did Nicki Minaj rap her entire career?
Yeah. She has a couple songs that got a little singing in it, but she pretty much just rap.
You don't think she had a little pop trend for a while?
She did have a little pop trend, but she was always rapping. It was wacky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
it wasn't like,
see what I mean?
It wasn't like you was listening to it like, ooh, bars.
Yeah. Like Missy had a little R&B. Lauren had the R&B, but they always rap. They were always rapping. And I'm not taking anything away from Nicki, because she spits bars. Like I say, that Monster track on the Kanye album.
Nicki definitely takes
elite.
The female music in a direction where you alienate a certain amount of fans.
Yeah.
As opposed to like Missy, Lauryn Hill, like you can play those songs anywhere and everybody's gonna vibe and chime
you
in.
throw Work It on anywhere in the club.
Same with Lil Kim. Like Lil Kim has some bangers and she's goated, of course. But
Yeah.
I'm not listening to Little Kim,
Nah.
bro. She talk about
Yeah.
real sexual stuff from the female point of view, bro. I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I can't.
Foxy Brown, though, I don't think she should have been 10. Foxy Brown was 10.
Foxy Brown's another one that's like
I would put
living
Foxy
off
Brown
like
higher.
a glory that I don't even know what the glory is. Cause yeah, she was a great rapper, but like I can't even really think of 5 Foxy Brown songs, like
Yeah.
3 even. You know what I mean? Like
Features more for me.
Exactly. Aside from verses on
Yeah.
random songs, like
But I will say, and not to be sexist, Foxy Brown was the closest to a male rapper out of anybody in that list, I believe.
yeah, she was probably like the most like pure spitter.
Yeah.
Where you actually like vibing with what she was saying type thing. Like as far as like if you're just like a New York hip hop head or somebody that's just listening to lyrical rap.
And I love Eve. I think Eve was a great rapper too, but I think she was a better song maker than a rapper.
Yeah, man. Honestly, like me looking at this list, just kind of pulling names from the list, my list would be probably like Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott, Queen Latifah.
MC Light got to be up
I
there
put
because she was a straight up
Roxanne
rapper.
Shante in there. I see Moni Love is pretty low on this list. I'll put her higher just because, like, as far as a rapper goes, like, if you listen to her music, like, she was part of that Native Tongues crew. She was part of that, like, Tribe Called Quest era, Jungle Brothers, Queen Latifah. Like, she came from that time, and she was actually spitting, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like somebody that don't get their just due is Queen Latifah because, like, she came up in that era where, like, the music kind of doesn't hold up now.
Yeah.
But if you listen to her music and the way she was spitting back in the day, and like I said with Moni Love too, like they was spitting.
And
bro.
she had that quick spitting like Jay-Z had when he came out. Yeah. But I will put MC Light up there because she was there. She had the original hip hop sound where
MC Light is classic too.
When hip hop was founded in that classic like just boom.
Yeah, she's right around the Roxanne Shante era.
That's what I'm saying.
She's right
like,
there.
That is the original hip hop sound. I think she had that sound that fit in within the genre of hip hop at that time. I think she should be higher too.
I'm gonna tell you this though, man. For some reason, with me, bro, and you know, to be transparent as well, I'm not a big fan of female rappers, period.
Yeah.
So like a lot of this stuff don't move me like that. Aside from like I said, Queen Latifah, you know, she always has some dope stuff. Moni Love, I mean, they got a collab called Ladies First. That's a dope joint. I like that song a lot, like legit. Like I'm not even joking. I have that in my playlist and I be rocking to that. Like they spitting on that song. But for me, bro, number 1 on this list, like with honestly, like not even a clear second would be like Queen Latifah, Moni Love, like them in that range. The other ones I mentioned, Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hill. But bro, my number 1, honestly, dog, number 1 female rapper for me, Left Eye, bro.
I was gonna ask you where is Left Eye on that list.
Dog, Left Eye on this list is number 14.
Where's Remy Ma?
Remy Ma is number 18.
Who made this list?
Billboard, the staff, just the staff
bruh.
picks. But like I said, bro,
Be like Joe Budden, run up in there like, who made this list?
for me, number 1 clearly is Left Eye, bro. Her when you listen to her verses, bro, like the way that she's spitting and the lyrics of the to me she was just dope. To me she was just dope. Period. I didn't listen to her was like, oh, this is a female rapper. I'm like, this is just music. She flowing, bro. Like Left Eye for me is top of the list, man. Mm-hmm. But in summation, to me this list is booty do.
Yeah.
This shit is asshole.
Billboard got to do better.
Yeah, man. This list by Billboard ain't it. I feel like you gotta segment these lists. You know what I mean? Like you can't just make a big list, 80s, 90s, 2000s. You know what I mean?
You can't overall the lady. And that's why I think of the ladies' night track with like Angie Martinez and who she had on there. And like, look, she had Little Kim on there. She had Left Eye on there. I think she had Missy on there. Who else she had on ladies' night?
I think that was all. I think it was 4.
It was them 4?
Yeah.
And like I'm saying, like, though for her to put a track together like that, that shows the prominent body of hip hop spitting, and that list needs to get reorganized. I'm just saying that. Billboard, I'm disappointed in y'all.
Yeah, man. Maybe we should put together our own list for one of these shows, man. We should do like a like a quarterly list episode where we
Yeah.
just dropping lists
Yeah,
for
yeah,
music,
yeah. It's a good
sports,
idea.
different things. You know what I mean?